viewers, five major developments have been seen regarding ongoing Ukraine-Russia conflict since last night. We'll try to update you about these five developments. Firstly, some sanctions on Russia from the EU, the US, UK. How severe are these sanctions? Secondly, two key meetings have been cancelled. Thirdly, two attacks in Donbass. Are they staged or real? Fourthly, Putin wants approval from Duma to deploy troops abroad. Lastly, some video clips showing mobilization of Russian military in Belgorod region to the east of Ukraine. First, also, sanctions have been imposed by the EU, the UK, and the US on some Russian individuals and some Russian banks. How severe are these sanctions? Let's analyze these sanctions one by one. Firstly, the US. Which type of sanctions has US imposed? US has put VEB Bank and Russian military bank under sanctions. It means that assets of the two banks in the US will be frozen and the two banks will not be able to have any transactions with US financial institutions. So it won't hurt Russia. Secondly, US is considering sanctioning Russian elite. So we can say that US has not imposed any severe sanctions so far. Just two Russian banks have been put under sanctions. The sanctions are symbolic. Secondly, the UK has sanctioned five Russian banks. The names of these five Russian banks are Russia Bank, IS Bank, General Bank, Black Sea Bank, and Promsvizia Bank. Five Russian banks sanctioned, and three Russian individuals have also been sanctioned. So the assets of the five banks and three individuals in UK will be frozen, and they'll not be able to have any transactions with the UK government. What did EU do? 27 foreign ministers of EU countries met yesterday, and they have decided to sanction 351 individuals who are members of parliament of Russian lower house of parliament, because the Russian lower house of parliament recommended a recognition of Luhansk and Donetsk. So these 351 Russian individuals who are members of parliament, their assets will be frozen in EU, and they'll not be able to travel to EU countries. They'll be under visa restrictions too. So far we can say that EU, US or UK, no one has imposed any severe sanctions on Russia. One of the severe sanctions on Russia could have been removal of Russia from SWIFT. SWIFT is a global messaging service used by international banks and financial institutions. If Russia is removed from SWIFT, Russian economy could shrink by 5%. That is what experts say. SWIFT is based in Belgium. Iran was removed from SWIFT several years ago, but Russia has not been removed from SWIFT so far. Europe relies on Russian gas. It would be difficult to completely cut off financial ties with Russia. That is why these sanctions will not hurt Russia a lot. Only decision which can hurt Russia is the suspension of Nord Stream gas pipeline, Nord Stream 2. Germany has suspended this pipeline project so far. $11 billion project has been suspended. It could be revived too, but so far suspended. So we can sum up, viewers, that so far no country or no institution has imposed any severe sanctions on Russia. Secondly, viewers, two key meetings have been cancelled. Lavrov, Russian foreign minister, and US Secretary of State Antony Blinken were due to meet in Geneva. The meeting has been cancelled. Antony Blinken has confirmed that he has conveyed it to Lavrov that the meeting will not be held because Russian invasion has started. Secondly, a meeting between French Foreign Minister and Russian Foreign Minister Lavrov has also been cancelled. So after Russian recognition of Luhansk and Donetsk, Russia, EU, Russia, US diplomatic engagements are decreasing. Thirdly, two attacks were reported in Donetsk last night by Donetsk local authorities. Firstly, they claimed that a TV station in Donetsk city was targeted. A homemade bomb was used. In the explosion, the building was slightly damaged, but no casualties. Secondly, Donetsk government claims that an assassination attempt was made on former deputy head of Ministry of Defense of Donetsk government, but the person survived this attempt. It was in the form of a bomb explosion, but former head of Ministry of Defense of Donetsk survived this attempt. Who launched these attacks? Did they happen? Or were they staged? We don't know, viewers. It's just claim of Donetsk's government. There could be some factions in Donetsk that are not happy with Russian recognition of Donetsk and Luhansk. I don't see Ukraine backing such attacks. What would Ukraine gain from these attacks? Small attacks like attack on a on a TV station, on a former deputy head of Ministry of Defense of Donetsk. I personally think that either the attacks are staged or some groups, disgruntled elements in Donetsk might be behind these attacks. Fourthly, viewers, Putin, Russian president, wants approval from Duma, Russian lower house of parliament, for deployment of Russian troops abroad. Because so far, Russian official position is that its troops have not been deployed to Donetsk and Lugansk. Though we have seen pictures, videos showing the entry of Russian troops in these two zones. And reportedly, Russian Duma has approved the deployment of Russian troops abroad. Russian Duma has given this authority to President Putin to deploy troops abroad. The troops can be deployed to Luhansk, Donetsk, and to Ukrainian territories as well. It means that now Putin has all powers. If he wants to invade Ukraine, he has the authority now given to him by Russian parliament. Lastly, there's two further proofs that Russian troops are very close to Ukrainian border. Russia is bolstering its military presence in Belgorod region. And experts say that if Russia invaded Ukraine, the attack could come from Belgorod towards Kharkiv city of Ukraine. Have a look at this picture. This picture is from Krancy Oktyaba, which is in Belgorod, just 7 miles away from Ukrainian border is this place. Satellite images show heavy Russian deployments close to Ukrainian border. And lastly, this video clip I'm going to show you is also from Belgorod, shows massive Russian deployments close to Ukrainian border. Watch the clip. Thank you for watching.